What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Twilight Prince HD Let's Play. What's going on, Thatch? You kind of look like a lesbian.
Bitch, I'm fabulous!
Okay. Alrighty, so last episode we did my favorite part of the game. We basically did a horse battle with King Bulbin, and we rescued Colin, who just got kidnapped by King Bulbin, and we made our way to the very top of Death Mountain, and we sumo wrestled our way to victory with this guy, using these. Alright, and we gained access to the Goron Mines. Prepare for a lot of Mines of Moria kind of jokes. Let's go into it, and this is our second dungeon of the game. The Goron Mines. Now, this is a pretty cool dungeon. It does have one puzzle to it that can get rather annoying. It can sound rather annoying. And you can kind of tell, I don't know if this is just like wear and tear from constant, Gorons rolling, or maybe this is supposed to be Darbus, like, possessed Darbus, rampaging through the mines, like the tracks. But this is a pretty good dungeon. It's, got some neat puzzles to it. Come on. However, it is kind of like fun, or kind of funny to note that realistically, Link would be burning up right now. You cannot be this close to lava. Absolutely not. And I do like how in Skyward Sword, and especially in Breath of the Wild, they do make it a bit more realistic, that you realistically just cannot be that close to lava. Like, it's impossible for a human to survive that close. But then again, Link is a Hylian, not really a human. Now we get to do a sword shield bash. It was always that enemy that made me forget that I didn't buy a Hylian shield yet, and my shield would burn up. But Link's technically a Hylian, not really a human, so maybe they have different what's the word I'm looking for? Dexterity? That's not the right word. To how close you can get to lava. Also, this is a fantastical world, so. And we just got our first two new enemies. The metal slug, yeah. The fire slugs, which we saw in Ocarina of Time. And these things you can do an automatic finishing move. So that's kind of cool. And I don't know what they're called. They're not Octoroks. They kind of act like the Octoroks from Ocarina of Time, though. The thing that, I had to do the shield bash. Nope, okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of these fools really quick. Okay, whatever. Boom. And I don't care if there's any money in this barrel. I'm going to do PewDiePie a favor. That joke is probably super freaking dated, but I don't care. I was there. Put it in the comments. Were you there when PewDiePie was playing like Amnesia and screaming at barrels and all that kind of junk? Because I was. It probably makes me look very old. By the way, let's go ahead and talk about the Game Awards. Yeah, the Game Awards. That was alright. God of War and Elden Ring were kind of like neck and neck. Everything else was kind of meh. Tears of the Kingdom got most anticipated game. Didn't see that one coming. But, can I just say, Christopher Judge congratulations. He definitely does deserve it. Super emotional guy though. Do a switch real quick. You know, I've been playing the original God of War. I haven't been playing Ragnarok, but he does a fantastic job in not the first God of War, but you know what I mean, the reboot. And now he definitely deserved best performance by far. But Al Pacino, seeing Al Pacino there, hell yeah. Because like Scent of a Woman is one of my favorite movies of all time. I highly recommend you guys watch that one. That is actually the movie that got him his first Academy Award. Fantastic actor, but you can tell age was starting to get to him, which is, it's a little bit of a shame, but it's alright. But there was one instance that what made me kind of like, okay, what the hell's going on here? By the way, I believe these guys are dongos. Yep. Wait. Maybe I'm thinking about a different... I thought those guys blew up. I must be thinking about a different game. But there's one moment in the Game Awards that I'm sure everyone cannot wrap their head around. Who the hell was that kid? After Elden Ring. I'm good at this game. Anyway, let me just drink some milk. After Elden Ring won Game of the Year, who the bloody hell was that kid that kind of snagged the mic? And maybe this is his real accent, but it sounded so fake. It sounded like he put it on this fake, phony accent and said something about nominating his Orthodox Jewish rabbi Bill Clinton. What? And even Jeff Keighley, he was like, anyway, thank you guys for watching. But it's like, was that supposed to be like a political thing? You know what I mean? Like, you know, it doesn't matter what event you're watching. There's always going to be some asshole. I'm just gonna straight up say it. There's always going to be some asshole who tries to make a political statement during any kind of event. And I don't know well, was it a political? That's what I'm trying to ask. Like, was it a political? Okay, I'm not gonna make that. Was it a political statement, or was it just, I don't know, some kid shouting out his like Jewish rabbi? Anyway, like, I saw a tweet. It may have been a fake tweet. I don't know, but I saw a tweet from Jeff Keighley saying that the individual who interrupted the Game Awards has been arrested. It could have been a fake tweet. He could have been talking about something else. I don't know. But, come on. Ooh. But, I know what to do, Binda. Stop it. That's just kind of weird. That was just weird, man. Overall, it was an okay Game Awards. Nothing too phenomenal. And we got some world premieres, that kind of thing. Crash Shoot came back. The Crash Shoot came back, but the gap in his teeth was filled in. Hashtag not my Crash Suit. No, you have to have a face in your teeth right here. You have to do it. And this is the beginning of one of the most annoying, at least in terms of sound. It's a cool concept, I'll give it that, but it sounds so annoying. Anyway, now we get to kind of like one of the more... Okay, we just saw a gimmick of this dungeon, but we get to another gimmick of this dungeon that we'll get to in a second. I thought I felt presence, but what a surprise to find a young human. What has come to me of you, and if Gor Koan has faith in you, then your heart must be true. I am one of the 4 Gorn elders, Gor Amato. Yeah, is my name. Why am I getting to a British accent all of a sudden? You are heroic young human. Please, you must lend this tribe your prowess. So that's the other gimmick, that we have to visit the remaining elders in the, yeah. That is one of the key shards that was, when merged together, form a key to the room where Darbus is being held. He is our patriarch. The key is split into 3 pieces. Each of us elders keeps a piece. You must hurry to the other elders. So, I mean, he literally just said it for me. And then we get the dungeon map. I'm pretty sure this is the dungeon map. It's the dungeon map. So, yeah, that's how we get the boss key. It's not just the regular, boss key. I think there's like 2 dungeons in this game where the boss key is not really a boss key. I'm actually kind of trying to think about that one. Yeah. Yeah, it's this one, and I think the snow one. But the key is split into 3 shards, and we gotta visit all the 3 remaining elders. And we get a familiar face. Free at last. Gracious, are you the nice fellow who helped me the other day? How nice of you to see you again. Well, now that we've found each other again, let's stick together for a bit. I'll be right with you. See if you want to warp out, just let me know. Reunite with Uku. Kind character will let you out of the dungeon and return. Basically, it's like what I said. It's like the Song of Soaring and Theor's Wind in Ocarina of Time. Majora's Mask. Basically, it just allows you to warp out of the dungeon and come right back to it. I may show it off in a later bit. It actually is pretty. I think it would be pretty. Okay, I think it would be pretty useful in this dungeon because probably at this point, the player might not have a shield. So warping out the dungeon and getting the Hylian shield. But like I said, this is kind of the main gimmick of this dungeon. And it's really loud. I know there's a harpies over here. I think I did mention it in the last episode that there are... am I talking too loud? It's very obnoxious in my ears right now. There are a total of 2 heart pieces per dungeon. I know that. Go. It's very saturated on Link's face there, Jesus. Oh, 1 more and we get an extra heart. Great. And I know exactly where the other one is. Like I said, this is a pretty cool dungeon. This is just the most annoying part, just because Link walks very, very slow. And, auditory-wise, very annoying. Okay, I'm sick of it. Let's just speed this up. And we're done. Oh, that actually got really annoying. Like, my ears actually kind of hurt after that. I'm thinking about it. Is there any other dungeons that use that, like, in their puzzles? good question. Like in the lake bed dungeon, Arbiter's Grounds, Snow Peak. Snow Peak, Temple of Time, and City in the Sky, and Palace of Twilights. Twilights? Yeah, Twilights. That's a new enemy. I don't think that there are any other times in the rest of the game, other than maybe like, what was it? Maybe like Arbiter's Grounds, and some other like kind of puzzles, like caverns. But like mandatory-wise, I don't think there are any other points in the game where this kind of puzzle is implemented. Let's see if we can do this. Nope. Okay. Ooh, that was close. Usually I can like just walk in and do it. Let's show these fools what we got. Oh, that cutscene saved me. Oh, nice. And death from above. Oh, come on. That's what happens when you miss, I guess. Alright. Okay. This is a very loud dungeon, I've noticed. And we get Tektites. Oh my god, Tektites. They're kind of annoying in this game, not gonna lie. But I like how true to Ocarina of Time this is, because, yeah, we face the red Tektites in Death Mountain, and we face the blue ones in the Water Temple. That's kind of cool. And then, I mean, it is kind of obvious. It does stick out like a sore thumb. The chest down there. It has a key in it. Now, I always, like, thought... Maybe in the HD version it's way more not saturated but sharp, I guess, like how much the chest sticks out. But I always thought it's like, could someone have missed that and they're just stuck on this room forever, like they never get past this room? But I mean, you do kind of have to be an idiot, I guess. Sorry to anyone who got stuck on this room. But at least I have to go back to the original version, but at least in the HD version, it's painfully freaking obvious. Also, like, if we can just keep on talking about this dungeon, why not? The music, it's such a step up from the Forest Temple. Yeah, I mean, look at the name. It's the Goron Mine. It's not just the Forest Temple, Fire Temple, Water Temple. Like, yeah, that was like an Ocarina of Time, but in Ocarina of Time it was fine. You know, because it was the first 3D Zelda game with dungeons. And like the dungeons in Link to the Past, like I don't think they had any names. Right? I'm not. Tell me if I'm wrong. I think the ones in the original Zelda game, yeah, I want to say they did have names. Like it was based on the shape of the dungeon map. Like there was dragon, there was lion, there was demon, there was swastika. No, I'm just kidding. It was called something else. But and then Zelda 2. I don't think they were named anything in Zelda 2. I think it was like just Palace 1, Palace 2, Palace 3. And then Link to the Past, I'm not sure. I don't think they had any names. Tell me if I'm wrong. And then obviously... Oh, yeah, no, they had names in Link's Awakening. But, like I said, compared to the Forest Temple, the Goron Mines sounds like a good name. How are you still alive? And we are about to get our next and final heart piece in this dungeon. And we're about to get another heart. non-fearless mode. That's greatly appreciated. Got to freaking endure this freaking noise. Oh my god. Oh, I love that sound. Here we go. And oh wait, shoot. Yeah, we kind of do have to do that. Those are BMOS, by the way. Those things. We cannot deal with them. And we could have not had to do the route that I'm taking right now, because basically what we have to do is go over here and cut the rope. I believe there is nice fat spot up here, it's green, but we have to cut it with our. All right, we have to cut it with the rope. With the rope, yeah, we have to cut the rope with the rope. But there's an item. It's a bow and arrow. The bow and arrow that we get later will help us take care of these guys and be able to basically cut the rope from ground level. We didn't have to go up there. There's a section. There's a room very similar to this later on after we do get the bow. And this is kind of more or less not really the main hub area, but it's kind of cool to have like an outside portion to the dungeon. That'd be cool. Arrows immediately take these guys out. But right now we can't really do anything about them. So we just gotta hope that we can dodge them. Get the key that's right here. There's another chest. It's I mean, it's a mandatory chest, but it's not hidden, but it's not in plain sight either. You know? I believe there is a platform up there. I want to say it was a 50 rupee that was up there. Oh shoot. But I'm fairly certain it's now a stamp. And we're getting pretty close to the mid-boss of this dungeon. And yeah, I want to face the mid-boss and then we'll call it for this episode. So let's go ahead. Well, I think first we're gonna get the next section of the key. Here, I think you can do it in one run, but you have to like really know your timing. Come on. Okay. So now we're gonna get a second section of the key because this is another elder. This guy's fun. Later on, he's fun. We get to see these guys again after we're done with the dungeon. Ah, the young human, I am pleased to see you make it this far, brother. I am one of the 4 elders of the Goron tribe. I am called Gor Abizo. You have heard of the plight of our patriarch. Otherwise, you would not have come to see me. Here, take this, brother. And there we go. 2 down, 1 to go. Now there is one more shot, but seeing that you has reminded me of the dangers that lie in the path to it. There is something that may help you. A weapon said to have been left in the mine by a hero of old. The hero of time? It is beyond price, and so we have protected it through generations. Now when our tribe balances on the brink of ruin, it could aid in our salvation. The hero's weapon is stored safely up ahead. Talk to the god and take it with you with the blessing of the Gorons. So we're not going to really be able to talk to the guard. He's kind of stubborn, you know. And so I mean, that's basically the mid boss, and it's kind of cool. It was like in the last one. Yeah, there's like a little. Oh, okay, I'm guessing this is his bed. Each elder is on top of a ring, like a wrestling ring. So maybe they wrestled or sumoed, excuse me. But hero of old, Are you trying to tell me that the hero of time went to the Goron mines and left the fairy bow? I'm not gonna believe that. Why would he do that? Alright. See, I have the volume on full blast, and it's not healthy for my ears. But, like I said, we're gonna call it an episode right after we take care of the mid-boss. And this is a pretty cool mid-boss. However, the song, the mid-boss song that we're about to hear, I call it, the metal song. It has every single time you face a mid-boss that has some kind of metal with it, they're wearing armor or whatever, this song always plays. This is the most played mid-boss song in the game.
A human? What business does a human have coming here? None business. This is a forbidden place. I will protect this treasure from you.
Bring it on. Give me those iron boots. Bring it on. So basically, I mean, he's a Zelda villain, so he's gonna have an obvious weak point. Just grab him like any other Goron. Toss him into the lava. Rinse and repeat. It's a fairly simple mid-boss. Now see, we weren't facing the lava, so he's not going to go into it. You kind of have to have your back to the lava pretty close. And you don't want him to hit you. That was weird. Oh, no. There we go. That was interesting. Ready for round 2? Boom. And I don't think I'm... There we go. Pretty simple. His head looks like an onion.
Oh, that hurt a lot. Who knew that humans were capable of such feats of strength?
Dude, you got a 5 o'clock shadow or something. Something's going on with your facial hair.
Maybe you are going to see the patriarch of our tribe.
Maybe.
So that is why you are here. In that case, take the weapon of the hero of the past.
I mean, the Link from Link to the Past? Which Link are we talking about? The exchange, you must help our patriarch or something like that. I don't know. I didn't read. So he just kind of telepathically raised the lava level? Sure. I'll take it. By the way, it's kind of interesting. You can, like, you can still lock onto him from all the way back here. It's kind of weird. I think he is... We never see him again. Never see him again. I think he's just considered an enemy. Even in, like, the strategy guide, to this game, like, it lists all the characters and enemies and whatnot. He's listed as an enemy. The hero's bow. Treasure of the Gorons, I belong to the hero from the past. Who are we talking about? But yeah, and Darbus is considered, or Phyrus, which is the name of the boss of this dungeon, is considered an enemy, but then Darbus is considered a character. That guy, I forgot his name. Yeah, I completely forgot his name. I call him Iron Knuckles because, I mean, like, you know, the beginning of the fight, he was doing this, right? He was like grinding his knuckles. So I just call him Iron Knuckles. He has a name. I just completely forgot what it was. But that, by the way, that guy constantly respawns. I think you just literally just use him as target practice, and he'll always give you arrows. But that is going to call it for this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one and the beginning of the Goron Mines. And we just got our heroes bow, so this is gonna make the rest of the mines a bit more interesting. Hopefully, maybe the rest of the game more interesting. I'm just kidding. But drop a like if you liked the video, and give me a comment of what do you think is your favorite fire-based dungeon in the whole Zelda series. The Fire Temple from Ocarina of Time, the Fire Sanctuary from Skyward Sword, even though I don't like that place. It could be Divine Beast Redunia, Goron Mines, or any of the 2D Zelda games with fire-based dungeons in them. So, I don't know, let me know. Let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next one. What's that one dungeon from... What am I trying to think of? Lava Wreath Zone? Does that count? This is any video game in general with a good fire level. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you guys in the next one, okay? Good night, gamers.